How you doing, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Miguel, coming to you with another drone footage. Today we're actually at Captree National Park. It's a very famous place on Long Island, New York, mostly because all the boats for fishing and touring leave Captree. So a lot of, people come there for fishing and going out. And also Robert Moses, as you can see right here, is across that bridge where that needle is in the far. That other tower next to it, just by chance, is the Coast Guard. Just kind of a fun fact. So today we came out here to get some drone footage to fly it around. I'm trying actually something new with narrating what I'm seeing instead of putting with music, kind of giving you a play-by-play. So here, I'm not, this is one of my beginner times of flying my drone. I've only flown it a handful of times, so I'm still very new when it comes to panning and scrolling and even flying over water. I'm still very scared to do that. Scared that I'm going to lose the drone. Here we can see that we're just, panning to the right, getting a lay of the land, which was kind of interesting because if you see off the top of your screen, you see kind of houses on those little islands over there. And I've lived on Long Island for a long time, and for the first time I realized that those houses on those islands are completely isolated houses. There's no roads to them. They're basically, boat houses. You can only get there by boat. It's a little boating community. Found very awesome. Here I'm just positioning myself, trying to get an idea of where I am. That's my car down there. I'm just kind of, had to look down, position the drone, just to kind of get a feel from it. I'm actually in my car. It was very sunny that day. There's no point in looking up at the sky because I probably couldn't see it. So this is what I'm just kind of getting myself. So I was so amazed by the view that I just kind of sat here for a little bit and tried to take it all in. It's just an incredible day out, and everything was just perfect before I started flying, and here I am starting to try to venture out a little bit. I was pretty scared to go to that bridge, just for the fact that, I didn't know if it was going to cause any type of interference. Plus, flying over cars and people still kind of scare me. So I figured if I was just flying over the marshlands, I'd be fine if something would happen. So in this shot, we see the barge. There's actually a barge there that never moves. Excuse me. I'm not sure what the story behind it is, but it's permanently there. I was pretty fascinated to see that I can see the water, into the water so clearly. You have a perfect view of, the sand under the water. This is my first pass around down the shoreline, just to kind of get an idea. I do come back and do another pass lower to the ground to see it. But as you can see, there's a dock down here where a lot of people go fishing. Again, the view just kind of blew me away that I could actually see in the water, a good distance into the water. I didn't expect waters off of Long Island to be so clean, to tell you the truth. as you can tell in this shot, we're actually starting to approach the main Captree area, which is, as you can see, the boats are leaving that area. This is where everybody comes. As you can see, the boats coming in and out as we get closer. Also, you could get closer, you see the islands that I was talking about up at the top. Those islands have no roadways to them. It's just literally, if you have a boat, you live there, which again I found completely amazing because I never expected to see that. So here I just kind of circle back, come back to the top parking lot, and as I circle, I get a lot more comfortable with the drone at this point. I'm still very new and jittery with it, so when it's in the air and it's flying perfect, I get more comfortable, feel more confident that everything's going right. So at this part, I was feeling brazen and figured that I would just cross over the bridge. Now again, I was so nervous about it that my main priority was just to fly over it, cross that line that I flew to it. Only after, when I started watching the footage, I realized that I could have looked towards the bridge and captured an awesome shot, but instead I just panned right and just went back home safe, which was aggravating because I could have caught a great shot of the bridge and all the cars coming by. At this point I was getting cocky, brazen, so I head back to the car, and my main objective at this point was to go to the barge and fly it over the water for the very first time ever, which again you'll see in a little bit, but I was literally over the water for maybe a minute or two, and then I got scared and brought it home. So that was my thrill for that day. So this is me signing off. I hope you enjoyed the video. Just remember to like and subscribe. I'll be posting a lot more videos on Long Island or whatever I could find. Thanks a lot. Oh, just on a side note, if you do know why that barge is there for any reason, I would love to know about it. So go ahead and say that in the comments below. I know one day it wasn't there, and it's been there for about the last 10 years. So if you do know why, let me know. Take care.